Dear students, welcome to the English class. So, you got the timetable for periodic assessment. Today, we can revise our previous lesson. Okay, yes. See, first of all, we can say do some practice some activities. Okay, then first write down two things that you find. You must write down two things that you find. Wherever you can find the two things. So in the classroom, what can you find? You can see find table, chair, blackboard, like that. Only two things you should write. First, so in a village, what can you see in a village? Two things you find in the village. What are two things find in a village? Can you say two things in a village? What is that? First one is hut. In a village there will be hut. Next is well. Okay. Yes. Another. In a garden. What can you see in a garden? What are the two things you see in the garden? Flowers. Then swings. You can write your own choice. No problem. Flowers, swings, butterfly. Anything else you can write. But study the spellings properly and write. Okay. Then in the palace, what can you see in the palace? In the palace, what can you see? You can see king, throne, guards. Any two things you must write. So, practice this, dear children. Next one is a past tense or yesterday words. You already studied what is a past tense. What is a past tense or yesterday words? The actions that have already completed, already finished, isn't it? These words are called yesterday words. These words are called yesterday words. Yes, most of the yesterday words end in ed. Which are the yesterday words? Most of the, not all, but some words are there that do not end in ed. Most of the yesterday words end with ed. For example, talk, talked, climb, climbed, mixed, isn't it? Bark, barked, help, helped. So which is the today word there? Bark is the today word and yesterday word is ed. We add ed to bark, so it is converted into barked. Okay. Help is today word. How can you convert the help to yesterday word? Helped, helped. But in certain cases we can see that there is no change. We don't add ed. For example, is. What is a is? We can see that is converted into was. So is a today word and it is converted into was. Okay. Next one. Are is a today word and it is converted to, we can make into yesterday word. What is the yesterday word of are? Were. Okay. So dear children, notice that in certain cases we don't add ed. We don't add ed, but most of the words we add ed. Is today word, was yesterday word, are today word, were yesterday word. Okay. See, we can also say play. What is the yesterday word of play? Played, isn't it? Yesterday word of play is played. Then kick. What is the yesterday word of kick? Kick, kicked. Then call. What is the yesterday word of call? Called. So most of the yesterday words end with ed, but there are some words which does not end with ed. For example, are, were, is, was, then gets. See, gets. What is gets is a today word. How can you change it to the yesterday word? Got. Get is changed into got, isn't it? Then wear. Sarah wears her uniform. How can you change the wear today word into yesterday word? Wear is changed into wore. Yesterday word for wear is wore. W-O-R-E. Okay. Another example, has. What has is a today word. How can you change the has to the yesterday word? Has is changed into had. Okay. Has is changed into had. So, dear children, Please be careful by changing the today word to yesterday word. Most of the words we add ed, but there are some words which we do not add ed. Okay. Next one is a rhyming word. What is a rhyming word? Rhyming words are the words which have the same sound. Which have the same sound, isn't it? For example, hip, dip. Isn't it? Hip, dip, ship. Minister, sinister. Isn't it? Minister, sinister. So these are the rhyming words. The words which end in the same sound are called rhyming words. Okay, next one. See, we'll give, some sentences are given. Clues. You must write the one word for the following. Okay, can you write? A place where a king lives. Which is the place where the king lives? Which is the place? Palace. So, which is the place? Palace. Palace is a place where the king lives. So, you must write there. What do you write there? Palace, isn't it? Then, a place to dispose of litter. What is the place where you dispose the litter? Litter bin, isn't it? It is called the litter bin. So you must write the one word for the following. Next one we can study about the adjectives. What are adjectives? Describing words are called adjectives. What are adjectives? Describing words are called adjectives. You can describe a cat, bird. So describing words are called adjectives. You have studied the word triangles, isn't it? Word triangle you studied in the poem Little Plant. So what is the word triangle? Word triangle is used, that is describing word triangle. Describing words are called adjectives. How can you describe a parrot? Green parrot, small parrot, isn't it? Like that. So you studied what is an adjective. Describing word triangles. You have already studied, isn't it? Cat. How can you make a prepare a word triangle? Cat. Cat is described as fat cat, black fat cat, angry black cat, angry black fat cat. See, cat. First, how can you use fat cat? Next one, black fat cat. Next one, angry black fat cat. So this is a word triangle. Describing word triangle. Okay, that is also called as adjective. So describing words are called adjective. So word triangle means fat cat, black fat cat, angry black fat cat. So these are the describing words. Okay, describing words means adjectives. These are the describing words means adjectives. Then also study the question answers. Answer the following questions. Students, you must study well. You must study the answer the following questions. Take a paper and write in it and study the spellings properly. Okay, so next is a what punctuation marks. Punctuation. How can you punctuation? Punctuation means what? How to when you are writing a sentence, you already studied that while writing the sentence, first sentence must be in capital letter. First letter must be in capital letter, and after each sentence there must be a full stop or an exclamation mark or question mark. If it is a question, first letter must be capital letter, and the end of the each sentence. If it is a question, you should put question mark, and if it is a what sentence, you must put full stop. If it's exclamation mark, where do you use? When we express the strong feeling, we use exclamation mark. So this is the punctuation. So what is the punctuation mark? We should use, while writing the sentence, we should be careful to use the full stop, question mark, exclamation mark, etc., and write it properly. That is called the punctuation mark. Okay, so students, study all these things properly and revise your lessons well, and best of luck for your exams. Thank you. Okay.